Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you back to Tom and Tony's Monster Manual Jam with dabbing.
Dad dabbing. I mean, let's be honest. It's dad dabbing, but it's dad
Oh my gracious. No one saw that coming. Let's see, folks. Now the dabbing has thrown me off. I've forgotten what we do here. Oh yeah, that's right. We draw pictures from the Monster Manual. What we do is we have a little competition. It's me, Tom, versus Tony Diterlizzi, famous Dungeons and Dragons, internationally renowned Spiderwick, Wand Love, Ted and the Giant Moon Pie. I can't even name them all, folks. The guy's a living legend, Tony Diterlizzi.
Wow, that was my head. I can't believe my head fits on the screen anymore. It should just be like, thank you so much.
Well, Tony, I'll say thank you to you if you'll roll us up a random monster to draw.
I've got it, but I've got an ace up my sleeve. Instead of the Monster Manual, let's go for the Monster Manual 2. What do you say, Tom?
Manual 2!
Monster Manual 2, which has over 100 pages. So if I should roll a 100, we'll see what page we end up really on. But my guess is I won't. Let's see what we get. Here we go.
All right.
We are on page 47. Page 47.
All right. I don't have my Monster Manual 2 handy.
But you have drawn every monster.
Just tell me what you got. Of course, I've drawn all the monsters from the Monster Manual 2 previously. So hopefully I'll be able to handle whatever's coming.
All right. There are all kinds of demons, and they are kind of clothed.
They're clothed? Is that...
Glazia, the Princess of Hell.
This is the Denizens of Hell page.
Yes.
Oh, great. I love this stuff.
Hudijin, the Duke of Hell, and Mammon, an archdevil. So here we go. I guess I'll roll the 6.
Mammon. I couldn't see Mammon there. Oh, yeah. He's awesome. Yeah.
He's like, I'll take I want it supersized. Give me the supersized burger. Crispy.
By the way,
this guy's like, coming right up, master. And she's like, you want fries with that? Okay.
Just a reminder to our friends watching at home, don't worship any of these hell creatures, okay?
Did you feel that actually needed to be worth saying, huh? Okay, 1, 2, it's Glazia. 3, 4, it's Hudijin. And 5, 6, it's Mammon. We've got a 1, so we're drawing Glaze.
Okay, now hold her picture up for me again. I get it real close to the camera there. Okay, so she's a tiger lady with wings.
She's a lady. It looks like she has tiny horns and some kind of weird weapon and wings. Think of it like a succubus type demon, like a girl demon. That's it, and you've got her.
Okay, all right. So the competition is, can Tony draw it once while I draw it 10 times? Who will draw it better? Who will draw it faster? Who will draw it with more evil intent and malice? Here we go. Okay, it's a lady with a couple of horns.
Yep, and it's a tail. She was holding her tail, Tom. So
wait, now you tell me she's got a tail.
Got a tail. That's it. It's a tail.
Okay, she seems kind of nice. Okay, here she goes.
There were a lot of these kind of, I'm a beautiful, sultry woman, but I'm evil in D&D. So I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to make her more not so beautiful.
Oh, mine is very beautiful, as people at home can see. Lovely, lovely lady there. Okay, let's see here. Get some taller horns on this one. Did you say she has fangs or no fangs?
Oh gosh, maybe I'm doing this wrong because it literally says Glazia is the daughter of Asmodeus and incredibly beautiful. Her wings, horns, and copper-colored skin betray her origins.
So now, Tony, who was the artist of this? Did you recognize the artist?
This looks like I'll tell you in a minute. I like how you do that to mess me up with time. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's Jim Holloway, who did most of the second Monster Manual, and a terrific illustrator from the mid to late 1980s of Dungeons and Dragons. I know I said it's her tail, but I too am going to make it her weird forked weapon.
Weird forked weapon. Okay, I'm trying to draw that too.
So I drew a lot of this stuff also in Planescape. Planescape had a lot of devils and demons that had been renamed the Tanari and the Yugoloths and some other names. This would have been after the big scare in the 80s, that what they D&D gamers now refer to as the Satanic Panic of the 1980s, where there were concerned parents that they thought that, you know, what is this game that my child is obsessing, mostly boys, obsessing over, and then, you know, they flip open a book like the Monster Manual, and not only is there nudity, but there's also a lot of devils and, you know, and things like that, not realizing that you're, you know, for the most part, you're fighting off, you're a good character fighting the hordes of evil. And so
and then when Tom Hanks got lost in that cave, that's when everybody really freaked out.
That's when everybody freaked out. That was based on loosely based on an actual event about a troubled college student who was coping with a lot of personal issues. It's since come to light, but it had been sensationalized. And somehow Dungeons and Dragons was tied to it because he was playing Dungeons and Dragons, but that had nothing to do with his you know, reasons for running away. And by the way, he was found. He never died. You can look it all up. It's all online. They talk about it.
Well, I watched the movie.
I haven't seen the movie in a really
long time. I really regret that's one of those 2 hours you don't get back kind of thing.
Don't get back. Put that in there with the Star Wars holiday special.
Whew.
All right, so I've got her. I think this is it. I mean, I drew.
No, you done already? Oh, I almost beat you after distracting you with that.
I know you did a good job. I mean, you can't tell, but she does have coppery skin.
I forgot to draw the wings on a bunch of them. Shoot.
Wow.
I think Tony, you have beaten me again on both quality and speed. I've got to go back and draw wings on half of these. I forgot all about the wings. And meanwhile, you've drawn a beautiful lady over there with horns, a forked weapon, the devil's bathing suit, and wings. Absolutely terrifying. I mean, how would you even fight something like that? She can't be. I mean, she's got to have some major powers and strength.
Her stats are pretty high. She has an armor class of a -2. I don't even know how she fights, but I'm sure it's not good. Oh, she's also 9 feet tall. So how do you know?
She's 9 feet tall. Thanks for mentioning that before we started drawing. That's terrific.
Yeah, there it is. So anyway, Glazia with the face only Dad could love.
Oh man, and her dad, once again, in case you missed it, is Satan. Don't worship him either, folks, because then we'll have to go through the whole thing all over again with Tom Hanks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Tom Hanks, Tom Engelberger's, and Tony Diterlizzi's Monster Manual Jam.
That's fire, Tom.
Wow, that was fire, man.
That's hellfire coming up.
That was really exciting. I'll see if they've got something in the special effects menu that I could add to that.
That's me conjuring it, yep.
All right, folks, we'll see you back here next time. I think next time maybe back to the original Monster Manual, Tony?
I think you're on the right track.
All right, so we'll see you next time with back for the original Monster Manual for Tom and Tony's Monster Manual Jam.
When Tony will say, how many of these? I
forgot about that part. When Tony will say,
how many of these are we doing again?